Hi, once again, to all you wonderful people out there. And I'd like to welcome you to the Lester Real Estate and Investment Program. This is your realtor and investor, Lester Witherspoon, saying, thanks for taking time off your busy schedule to be a part of our program. We're always glad to have you. So thank you very, very much. We hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We hope you all hang out with your families, your friends, all your loved ones, and you had a lot of fun. So welcome. And if you know anyone who thinking about buying or selling and want to know about the real estate market, please share the link with them or please invite them to be a part of this program. We'll be glad to have them and we'll be glad to meet them or just talk with them and let us get them in more details as to what this program is all about and what we can do to help them doing in the home buying process or the home selling process. We appreciate it very highly. So welcome and let's jump right in and see what we can learn today. Today, we'll be talking about how to care for your property during the fall season. How to care for your property during the fall season. Whether you're the owner or whether you're renting, you still got to care for that property. If you're living there, you want to make sure that the property is well cared for and make sure that all is well so you can live a good life while you are in that property. Now, there are several things I want to point out to you that you can do to make sure that all goes well during the fall season for you. Because if you take good care of the property, you will enjoy the property and you will have fun. But if you don't take good care of the property, then you run into a problem and start having some good high bills too. Now, the first point I want to leave with you is that as an owner of a property, or if you live in a property, whether a townhome or single family home, especially if you live in a single family home, you want to make sure that your gutters are clean. You want to make sure, especially those who have a lot of trees in the yard, and especially the limbs of the tree hanging over the property, because during the fall, what happened? Leaves fall during the fall season. A lot of leaves over the yard. If you have the branches over the house, the leaves will fall on the roof. And if the leaves fall on the roof, it will end up in the gutters of the property. And then once it ends up in the gutter and it rains, the water will not be able to flow smoothly down to where it belongs, the drainage. And then it poses a problem. Because when the water can't go out freely, you will have a backup. And then you have some flood, interior flood. Because water will start coming into the property. And that will not be good. You can have some exterior damages too happening with the property once the gutter is not clean and clear. So you want to make sure that your gutter is clean and clear. Now, one thing you do to help to make sure your gutter is clear is by putting protector over the gutter. They have that in Lowe's, in Home Depot. You can just put it over the gutter where the water can go in, but the leaves and all the little branches will not be able to pass through it to go into the gutter. So your gutter will still be good. So I would encourage you, if you have a gutter and don't have a cover to protect it, put a cover on it to protect it to make sure that it don't get clogged up. And if you don't have it, you got to make sure you blow it out or climb up down the ladder and clear it out. Or else when it gets clogged and it rains and the water can go out, you have some interior flooding in the property. Sometimes you have some exterior damage to the property. Because if the water can go, the water will find its way back into the property. And one thing about water, and then the crack you see, you go right into it. That's one thing about the water. Every day, as it moves, in the crack, it go right into it. And you don't want that to happen there because it will damage the property. It will cause a problem. So make sure that your gutters are clean, especially if you live in a single family home. If you live in townhome, especially in the inner roads, most times you don't experience the problem because the trees are not there. Some people still have trees immediate with a house in the backyard, but most times you don't find that. There are people who normally have single family home who have trees in the yard, in a big yard or that. They have problem with leaves coming down and going into their gutters. So we'll make sure your gutters are clean so the leaves don't clog up your gutters and you don't have clog and water going back into your property. So that's the first thing you want to do as you do that. Now, the next thing you want to do is to check for drafts. Now, according to the U.S. Department of Energy, they said use the window. If the window, if air going out of the window, is the cost of 25 to 30% of energy costs because it increases the energy bill. If the air is escaping through the window or under the front door, what have you, it costs your energy to increase. That was supposed to say, oh, the winter time, the heating bill can be high. No, the heating bill, if you regulate it and you monitor it, it won't be that high. You got to make sure you got to check. And now one thing you check, one way to check it, by taking a simple sheet of paper, If you can slide that paper on your front door, your back door easily without any resistance, then you know air is escaping under that front door, and that's not good. That means you're having drafts going on. There are drafts going on. And you don't want that because it will cause an increase in your heating bill. And you don't want it, and that's how some people get some high heating bill during the winter time. So check. Simple way. And if you find it, all you gotta do is some weather stripping. Do weather stripping by just go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get it and just typically cover it to make sure that air not slipping under your property. Easy. You can do it yourself. You don't have to pay no extra money. You don't have to call nobody. You can just check it your very own self. Even your window. You take that sheet and you can pass it through the window easily without any problem, any resistance. That means air is going under your property easily the same way too. And it causing your heat bill to go up. So you can do it yourself. You don't have nobody, no electrician or no kind of technician to come and do it for you. You can do it your very own self and save yourself some money. So, but you gotta check for drafts, and that's the easiest and simplest way to check for drafts by taking a plain sheet of paper and just seeing where you can slide it through under your front door or back door easily. That means you got air going under your house, and you need to take some action. And they have the thing to the door where you can slide under the door to protect it. You can put it under the door, just slide under the door, and to make sure you protect things from coming in and going under your house easily. Because not only air, all of the insects and things can be coming in your house too and cause some problem for your family. So check that and make sure that all is well and there is no problem. Then you're sure that your heating bill will not be as high and you won't have all the problem during the winter season. The third thing you want to do is that drain all of your outdoor faucets. You don't need it in the winter time. Drain it out. You see? Because if you don't drain your outdoor faucets out, what will happen? The water will sit in the faucet. And when they get cold, the outdoor faucet, the water in the faucet, it will freeze. The water in the outdoor faucet will freeze, and when it freezes, it can cause problem. It bursts, it cracks, it damages, and then you don't be able to use it again. You gotta buy a new one. You see? So check and make sure that your outdoor faucets, the main valve that leading to all the garden hose. You know what are you gardening during winter time? Make sure the water, the faucet that lead to the turn off and drain it out. Make sure no water sitting in it. Wrap it up nicely, put it away during the winter time, and make sure you can use it again during the summertime again. And that's how you do it. So you save yourself some money. You can keep using it year after year if you take good care of it and take the necessary precaution. It's very, very good for you. So drain all the garden hose out and all the outdoor faucets, drain them out, and you will save yourself some money, and make sure that you can use it again the next year around. The fourth thing I want to share with you is that what you need to do is take all your outdoor furniture indoor. Take all your outdoor furniture during the summertime. We display all our nice furniture outside in the yard, the deck, and all that. During the winter time, if you don't want to get damaged, put them up. If you got space in your house, you got basement space there, put it there. If you don't have no space, you have a shed in the backyard, put it in your shed. If you don't have any shed, if you do not have any space in your house because you're not lived there for 5-10 years and you have really brought all other things in the house, then cover it, nicely protect it, so you can be able to use it again the following year. But it's always good to protect it. You want to change every year, be changing furniture, your outdoor furniture. You don't want to do that. Those things cost money. But if you protect it, you cover it and make sure you take good care of it, you can use it year after year, summer after summer. So take good care of your outdoor furniture during the fall. Either put it indoor in your basement, we got some storage there to keep it, or put it in your shed, or cover them nicely to protect them for any kind of major storm that may come so they can get damaged. That will save you some money and you can use it for year after year after year and to make sure that all goes well. The first thing I want to share with you is that you want to fix if you have a nice driveway and you see cracks coming in the driveway. You want to leave those cracks like that. You want to make sure you fix those cracks. Fix those cracks, because the thing is, if you leave those small cracks in your driveway and it rains and winter time, water come down and water will freeze, and those small cracks will become bigger cracks, and those bigger cracks will become potholes, and you don't want to have a nice little pothole in your driveway. That's not a good thing. So to avoid that, make sure when you see any small cracks in your driveway, fix them up. Try to just take care of them, and avoid them from enlarging and getting bigger and turning into potholes in your driveway. And it will save you some time. It's a good thing, because when you start small, and it will begin to expand and get bigger and bigger and bigger. So before you get too big and turn into a big pothole in your driveway, try to use the concrete sealer, the concrete crack sealer, and just put it all the cracks, and it will seal it up, and then you don't have to spend a lot of money trying to do the whole driveway over again. It will save you some good money too. So take care of your driveway and prevent it from spoiling, getting the damage completely, where you have to go and try to change the whole driveway, dig the whole thing up, and trying to do the whole thing over. The next important thing, which I think is very, very important, is to make sure that you change your filters. Your filters. If your filter is clean, it will save you some money too. But if your filters are dirty, it can cause your heating bill to be high. It can cause your heating bill to be high. And I encourage you, don't wait for winter time to change your filters. Change at least every quarter. At least every quarter. Change. Some people I know change it every other month. Some people change the filters. Because once the filter clean and clear everything with good, it keeps things going smooth, and it will not increase your bills. Your heating bill, it will not. But if you don't, and it gets dirty and all clogged up, it will cause your heating bill to increase. So change your filter at least once a quarter, every other month. Change your filter. It will be good for you. It will save you some money in the future. You will save your very own self some money. You will not believe it, but it will save yourself some money. So change your filter regularly. Don't just wait for winter. Change it at least every other month or every quarter. Change your filter. It's a good thing. It will save you some money, and it will be good for you. And it's good to be the next thing, the seventh thing is to be proactive. And when like the fall coming in, everything, test all your winter equipment to make sure they are working and functional. You want to wait that it snows, and then you try to test the snow blower, and it can work. No, you check it before it snows. So if anything wrong with it, you can be able to call somebody to fix it, or if it damaged completely, you can get a new one. So the day when it snows, you can be able to just blow out the snow. So be proactive and try to test all your winter equipment, make sure everything is working fine, and make sure so that when it happens, you can just plug it in, start it up, and make sure you use it. You can do that. So these are some of the things we just want to share with you. The last thing I want to just share with you is your batteries. Change your battery, especially the one that is in the carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer. It's a silent killer. I know of several incidents. Especially those who using generators and all that. Don't just seal the thing up in it. Always make sure your carbon monoxide is working in your house. Make sure it's working. As well as your smoke detectors. Make sure they are all working. So that when any kind of smoke going on or there's a carbon leak going on in your house, it will blow alarm and it can make you aware. And at least you can be able to counteract it, make sure you work on it for anything escalate or something happen, and then you have a major problem on your hand. So these are some of the tips I just stopped by to share with you during this fall season, as we go into winter. Some of the things we need to be aware of, something to work on, make sure that we have a wonderful winter, make sure that all goes well, and make sure that everything is fine. We have a happy, warm, enjoyable, and comfortable winter season. So I hope you learned something during this session. I really, really hope that you took notes and you will be able to at least follow it. If you have any questions, feel free to call me or just text me. My cell phone number is 302-310-0621. Again, my cell phone number is 302-310-0621. Call me, text me, or just put a comment in the box below. I will get back to you at my earliest convenience. If you know anyone who you think can benefit from this program, please share. You don't have to ask my permission. Go ahead and share it with anybody you know who you think will benefit from it, who have a property and wondering how to go about taking care of it for the fall and winter. Share it with them. I'll be glad. And if you know anybody who would want to buy, sell, and don't have a realtor and need some help, please let me know or let them know. Give them my number, and I'll be glad to sit and talk with them in depth, and be glad to work with them and talk with them on how to move about in the home buying or the home selling process. But for now, we say keep warm. It's getting cold out there, so keep warm, keep dry, and I hope you have a wonderful fall season. And definitely we'll keep in touch. Every week we'll keep you posted with what's happening in the real estate world, what's happening in the home buying process, with the home buying process, the home selling process. And we want to make sure that you are well informed to make an informed decision during these times. So take care. This is your realtor and investor, Lester Weatherspoon, saying bye for now, and I will definitely keep in touch. Take care.